Hey everyone, this is TC here, and welcome back to Comic Studio. And in today's video, let's see what's more inside of Cookie Kids Club Comic Studio around here that I'm inside of it. So before I'll begin of this video, in the previous video that I made this video for 25 minutes around here, but right now, we're about to begin of this video for someone else, but unfortunately, I refuse to start recordings overnight because I definitely start for this video or recording of this video late in the morning, but I have a great feeling that they added Powerpuff Girls in the game, and especially for this guy, for Lone Survivor Cookie, who has been added for around here in Cookie Run India over here for this one. It was from the mobile game or a Plug Battles 2017 around here. If I scroll all the way down into the bottom, there must be 3 new cookies have been added around here for these things, but aren't like those cookies. There are characters from Cartoon Network, including the NPCs that they were added over here. This includes Professor Utonium or like anything but villains. We definitely try to find something what anything what it goes, and especially we wouldn't able to be finding like whatsoever around here. So here we are. This is absolutely where we did last time, but I cannot believe that would have actually gonna be taking a little bit for this thing as well. So if this thing wasn't going to be in this family members around here, I totally added this thing on top of that daughter of Werewolf and Kumiho Cookie. So that must be for the family members around here, like anything where it does. And things like Kumiho and Werewolf, Cocoa or Mint Choco, and Chocoball and Cherry Ball, Amber Sugar and Sugar Glass, NPCs, and Creme Brulee and Lenzer. So, that was not anything around here because I did pretty in the last time of this video I just did. So, there were more around here for something else around here that I just totally clicked around here for anything around here. So, there must be for something a little bit more from their parents like these. Could be from Red Velvet, Pastry, Chocobar, Cappuccino, Sea Fairy, Sorbet Shark. They absolutely look like cousins like this one. But I definitely, that wasn't going to get a little bit too long around here for these guys. So, that must be the son of this thing as well. The Sea Fairy could be for its granddaughter, about for this one, or grandson. But even though that wasn't going to be even coupled, that sometimes they were too young, but even though that wasn't going to get for making for fanchilds like these. But all about fanchilds like these, about Parfait and Popping Candy, wouldn't be so matched at all ways for just like that. But even for the perfect couple around here for these things as well, even for a couple like those cookies like themselves, the daughter of for this thing that I'm not very sure about Chocobar around here for herself, but I'm sure this will be anything but orange and lemon around here that made the daughter for itself. So I checked on for this one, like Sour Tangy Cookie was born within the orange and the lemon or something. And especially like the Choco S'mores Cookie was absolutely for the firstborn by something else like the Choco Bar Cookie, but even Cappuccino Cookie, that I'm not very sure that there weren't the parents like this one, but only one it is, and especially her daughter. So even more, there is a little bit more for something what we probably already seeing around here. I have absolutely added around here from submitted sprites, but even though there must be for their forgotten parents around here, so that must be white pearl cookie or the black pearl like this one. It was right next to Lord Oyster Cookie because her father was forgotten, even for this one. So the parents could be Moonlight and Stardust, even made here for this thing about that I probably know about here. It could be for the Galaxy Mirror Cookie, the White Coral Cookie, even the daughter itself, and Milk Tea Cookie. Even it's absolutely going to be for this thing as well. It's right next to Cream Puff, but I'm not sure where are their parents whatsoever. This is not very sure that I completely going to take too long for this one, because I cannot believe that would be so necessary at least. And well, I'm going to be checking everything what I just absolutely seeing, like all of the characters for like the cookies around here, everywhere that I just going to check around everywhere as possible. So there must be a little bit more cookies around here everywhere for about if stuff. If something is absolutely isn't loading about for one of these sprites are completely missing, unfortunately, we have to wait for a few hours that we took a little bit long time around here since yesterday. So, that must be a little bit for tons of OC cookies like the Fanchilds, or even whatever that it is that I just took it a little bit for a long time around here. That means there must be a daughter of Lenser cookie, and even though it is a little bit more. So, I completely looked around here for this one. It could be for around for Parfait and Popping Candy. Even there's a little bit more as Lime, or some kind of like this. I'm not sure that is Alien Parfait around here. That is actually Choco Lime? I'm not sure. But there must be for Werewolf Cookie's daughter, and this thing over here, the daughter of Chocobar Cookie, and the daughter of Orange Cookie. We took a little bit for this time as well, but I swear I totally forgot that where is she is, because we definitely know that we didn't know the daughter of something else could be for this one. So this is eventually the daughter for something like this one, but instead of Cherry Blossom or like anything what it is, the green screen for itself, it was kind of him for this one. So this is absolutely going to be for one of their lists. There's a big sprite over here for this one, and there is a little bit more at the bottom. And even this one as well. So the costumes like these could actually look like the same like these things as well. So even there is a little bit more and one more as well. So that was all it around here for all of these characters. But now let's look on to some submitted sprites around here. So as I gotta scroll all the way down into the bottom, that this is absolutely for some other kinds like these things as well. So let's go around to the end and see what is actually going to be look like, what happens next around here. So turns out those anything around of these crazy human versions around here that we took around here. So this will be taken around for many much of minutes around here for somewhere. And definitely there must be so many things. It wasn't going to be for look like this. That includes bosses around here, like in space around here. There are starships like anything, like probably for these things as well. I can't able to be spelled correctly for even for this one, even for my words. But turns out I was absolutely for offender like this things or like anything around here. So I'm very speechless. Too much, and that I cannot believe that I wouldn't able to be taking it for a long time, of course. So there is a little bit for more of these things as well. A lot of blanks or even lots of costumes about for some kind of a really weird human versions everywhere and about themselves. So looks like there is a little bit more, and even for some kind of like the princes or anything, but a little bit for really more. Things have just completely reposted around here for this one, but I definitely not think that could be for Harmony 7's designs around here by Scenario 2 by Peter BC Cookie. And I cannot believe I wasn't that interested around of those AU things everywhere that I don't know how that I'm just not going to do for this time. Unless this is pretty terrible that I'm not going to be seeing them again against my father around here. Even for my father's knowledge about like anything about these, this really took a little bit of a while. And definitely there goes the Powerpuff Girls a little bit for these times as well. So this is going to be even the last two of the pages left. I'm pretty sure they were everywhere around here for something as well. So there is a lot more that we probably coming to do so that we definitely didn't see this earlier. So this is probably not Cookie Run content around here for this one. And a little bit of appropriate sprites back at the previous page. Oh gosh, there is a little bit long way down. And it's probably a little bit hard to reach to the end. So I cannot able to be figure it out that I just going to find it at the end. So there's the solar systems, and that will be very it that we probably indeed. So there aren't absolutely added any Fanchilds anymore for this one because unfortunately they wouldn't absolutely submitted any Fanchilds like any about for these things. So let's look for Fanchilds around here in any ways in user comics, but I'm not sure we already did that in the last video or in the previous video for this time. So I'm gonna be browsing for the Cookie Run Fanchilds around here in this main website. There's a whole lot of Fanchilds out here because even though I am so light now, even for something like else, so I wouldn't absolutely gonna be show like anything around here. So let's start with Raspberry Cream meets his siblings around here, but I'm not sure. These are probably for their cousins, a little bit for their selves. This could be a daughter or son of Raspberry Cookies around themselves, and especially Raspberry Mousse. So, as he absolutely for this thing as well, that girl is Snowy Cookie, a Fanchild from a mutual of my child code MJ Magic Pets. She gives the permissions to make sprites out for OC for this thing, or like absolutely for anything around here for this one. So let's could be for their stories around here for this one. So oh gosh, the time stop that we're doing goofy again. Sometimes is actually that he swear he's going to confront with her for around here. So even though she was scared and she wouldn't absolutely try to do this, especially herself, even though she absolutely calms down for this time, but even though they absolutely being talking each other around here, but even there could be milk and raspberry, but even there's strong cookies that they don't want to mess with them as well, but I'm not sure. And probably, so where are their parents around here? But I'm probably sure that they're talking about their parents, about Milk Cookie and Raspberry Cookie around here, because they wouldn't absolutely going to tell for their parents because they're the same family, because they never saw that before, because even though that wouldn't actually for some sort of like anybody that they know about here, because they have knew something around here that Raspberry Cream could be even him or her, but I'm probably sure that could be Raspberry Cream Cookie. It must be the son or daughter of this thing as well. So we wouldn't absolutely going to be showing up with this one anyway. But I better look around here for some sort of like even for this one. I wasn't able to get a little bit close around here for that website. So even though this is not going to get around here for this one. So oh, this is going to get around here for some sort of like this. I can't actually find anything around here, but I kind of believe this is actually going to be for this one. There's the ripple, but even more about here for themselves. Oh, there must be another Fanchild. And probably everything around here. For senses like this, it's Cozy Cafe around here for this one. So, probably making a Fanchild for them wasn't going to be for those same female, like anything around here. So, they wouldn't adopt their children, but I kind of believe this is absolutely another problem a little bit for this one. So probably there are two females and another one could be for like that. So that says the Lemon Drizzle Fanchild summed up basically. So that is definitely really weird or like anything around here. So because that this thing of Fanchild looks pretty ugly or something like probably like that. I wonder that was a little bit for one thing. There is Dandelion Puddling Cookie or Dandelion Pudding Cookie. So she was a purely Fanchild over here. She learns at Vanilla Kingdom Studio as well for this one. She is 14 years old. It was formerly in the Vanilla Kingdom, but after the Dark Flower War, she now resides in the Waffle Town or the Waffle Town Kingdom. Probably she was safe around here and keeping them away from any danger around here, so this is probably a little bit good or something else. Another one is the Trio OC cleaning around in the house. And definitely, this could be nothing anything around here going around here. So, the Fanchild Trio. But this is absolutely for the sons like themselves. There's Roquefort Cookie's son. But even includes for these guys as well. Even this one or even this thing as well. So, where are the other parents around here for this one? I don't know that we probably sure that isn't going to get around here. And so that must be going to be a first one for themselves. So there's a little bit more Fanchilds over here for themselves. Even especially like the Gingerbrave Sons or Gingerbrights. Even this thing as well. Even them must be... I'm not sure. He didn't kill them all around here for themselves. So, this is actually Roquefort Cookie's son. But even includes around Herb Cookie's son over here for this thing as well. But I cannot believe there is a little bit more to do so. So, somebody gave birth to this thing as well. But that wouldn't be necessary as well. Her name is Angel Rose. Or like anything around here. It's not probably like themselves. It's Angel Rose Cookie. Looks like I probably absolutely telling you something about here. I wouldn't actually tell you about for these times as well. So even that was probably it for something like anything around here. And the last one is Sparkling Herb Fanchild. But I'm not sure that anything needs their comments around here for anything around here. She's a minor or anything like young. And a little bit amount of comments that we're never able to be talking about here. And there is a little bit more in the second one for this thing as well. So even there's Karachoco Fanchild, even though that wouldn't absolutely going to be like this. Now I need help to coming up with the name. Give suggestions, but getting themselves for they're bad at names. Even the comments that I'm pretty sure. I'm unsure what colors to make his clothes, yet for now, I'm grayscaling it. And probably they absolutely eventually said. After already being asked for 4 times, I finally gotten around to making a Karachoco Fanchild that was a little bit good. And his name is Camarel, or like anything around here, Caramel Shortbread Redesign. But there is probably a little bit more for some kind of redesigns about their Fanchilds. So nothing is more to come around here for to do so. And even there must be a lot of comments. And there is a little bit more about his sister, but even more that turned like anything around here by Rachel. Even though this is actually going to get around here. And probably there is a little bit for this thing as well. That Rachel did make something even a little bit good around here. And finally, Cherry Truffle, which is eventually that I never saw around here for some kind of evil like this. Even though that must be the OC character and the original character from the game that turns into something even more wicked. A wicked daughter was born out of this nowhere around here for the site as well. So I think that was probably it for anything around here as well for their Fanchilds. But looks like we're gonna be ended over here for this time. So if you're probably not gonna be thinking about here for this thing as well, so don't worry, the link is gonna be in the description down below around here for this one, because this is not the last time that I try to do this anyway, because thankfully that will be the end of this video for pretty much as well. So thanks for watching, fully support, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later into the next one. So thank you, and have a nice day, but don't feel so bad during this video. And well, that's all for today.